3. And then it was Corey Butler-Bird coming back in his first game following a 2-game suspension with this huge to tie it to be 3-3. And then Tim Crawley. Special teams miscues and muffed punts.
Opener against Tulsa. And an opportunity here for Utah with 1st and goal set up at San Jose State's 7-yard line. Handoff to Zach Moss. Right up the gut. 3 yards, and it'll set up 2nd down, Aaron.
Football.
San Jose State had stopped Utah inside its own 20. But a muffed punt, and Troy Williams here is 2nd and goal. It's Moss again, and there's San Jose State's defense. It is a run defense that has been...
State, they're doing a nice job up front against guys that outweigh them by 30-plus pounds.
Williams on 3rd down to the end zone. Incomplete.
One-on-one coverage and great tight coverage by Chachere. Had 2 interceptions last week, playing with a lot of confidence, and that football hit the fingertips.
And the key to making that work is 6.1 per carry so far tonight for San Jose State.
That's exactly what they wanted to do, and so far they've gotten it done.
Zach Moss on the handoff.
He took it to another level. Now he's just got to put it together on the field.
Zach Moss, huge space. The freshman in a foot race. Chachere chases him all the way down at the 21-yard line.
We talked about that porous run defense of San Jose State. You have to play with good eye discipline. Nobody on the Spartans knows where this football is. You see Frank Ginder right there getting out run, takes a poor angle. There's no second-level support.
Tonight his first start.
Troy Williams had a heck of a sail on that last one. He's somebody that's a playmaker for these guys.
On the ground again. Great cutback. McCormick into the end zone. 17-yard touchdown for Troy McCormick, and Utes with the...
Utah finally got after it. You're going to see the nose guard Owen Roberts right here, but there's going to be a fold technique around this backside, and what that means is there's going to be some overrunning and pursuit by the backside linebackers and some patient running by McCormick and some defenders from San Jose State getting out of their run fits, and it's an easy 6 for the guys in white. It's his team, and he's given them some good suggestions, and might have been some on that last drive.
Safe pass, Troy Williams. Earlier in the game to Corey Butler.
Gone away. They're here with a 2nd and medium. They've got to find a way to get themselves off the field and stop this drive.
This time he is going long, and it's knocked down. Step for Portland State. And Utah's offense had 6 giveaways last week against BYU. They both won. It's 3rd and 6. Williams, Chachere again. Thought he had the pick, but it's ruled incomplete.
Not started to rise to the top early on.
And over the head of Troy Williams. And that's a big-time play on 1st down.
And that perfectly ties into, because it sure seems to be the case.
Loss of 14. Williams off the hands of Tim Patrick. He had room in front of him if he brought it in, but instead it's 3rd and a mile for the Utes.
I think Patrick alligator armed that. I think he was worried about that safety.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts for the Utes. Short pass. Good stick. Corey Butler-Bird met from Ethan Aguayo. Knee came down, so it's 2nd down. And the clock
going to get themselves lined up.
That 1-yard loss took 22 seconds. It's Butler-Bird again, but that's short of the 1st down, so the clock will continue.
It's only 3rd and 1, but this is a very important play for the Utes.
And out over the 36 to the 37. That is the first 3rd down conversion of the night for Utah.
Here on 1st down in these next couple plays.
Pressure up the middle. Williams down the sideline. Singleton, it's through his hands. Raylan Singleton working on to
there, but Raylan Singleton has to catch that football.
Career long for Andy Phillips. The Utah kicker is 53. They need about 25 yards to get within that range. Williams down the middle, has a receiver. It's Patrick. Tim Patrick inside the 10.
Just one-on-one coverage. You see Dakari Monroe gets twisted up. Safety bites shallow.
That's their 2nd timer. Please reset the game to 23 seconds.
And and then drags them another 5 yards. We talked about them needing to get some chunk plays. We talked about Troy Williams' arms. He comes up big there.
Utah with the timeout. 4-yard pickup from Williams to Patrick. Utah with a 1st and goal at the 9 and 1 timeout left. Williams, all kinds of time to the end zone. He was looking for
automatic first down.
That's the first penalty tonight on San Jose State.
And they said that was defensive holding, so it must have occurred before Troy Williams put the ball in the air. They do have the option to run the football should they choose.
They don't. The pass caught. Tim Patrick, his 4th touchdown catch of the season. And Utah.
Play action like a zone read, so this whole area is going to be clear. And this is where Troy Williams throws the football. Dakari Monroe just a little bit on off coverage and just a nice quick route. That time by Tim Patrick, who body presence. Dakari Monroe shielding the football from him and just uses that big 6'5", 210-pound frame to shield the football. And how about that throw by Williams, the quarterback? He's fired up, and he should be.
4 touchdown passes for Troy Williams. One from Zach Moss. Other than those 2 plays, San Jose State's defense has held up.
Yeah, big plays were drive extenders for him a week ago against Portland State, and that certainly was a case in the first quarter. But how about this stop on 1st down? Talk about coming out inspired after halftime.
Frank.
That, and Maurice McKnight's back on the field. He's the leader of this defensive unit. He gets these guys settled down.
Troy Williams out to the boundary. Seosi Wilson.
Again, it's going to be the back end of the Spartan team. One of the strengths for the last couple years that's going to have to get them off the field here.
Blitz comes late. Williams gets it off. Looking for Patrick deep. And it's in. The Pac-12 played next week against USC 3-0. But, you know, they talked about the trap game as Troy Williams dumps it off to Moiai. And Kyle Whittingham told Tina beforehand, hey, listen, if we had the trap in this first quarter tonight, it's our fault because we talked about it all week.
Yeah, there's one thing about us with the way the Spartans have showed up. Nonetheless, Utah's up by 10.
Tim Patrick on the slant, bounces off a tackle. And Patrick down to the 42-yard line. Nico Reglia.
Perfectly against this undersized defensive backfield for the Spartans.
Blitz comes. Blitz gets to Troy Williams. Frank Ginda's.
Call that time by Ron English. Huge loss on 1st down.
2nd and 19. And again, it's Troy Williams to Tim Patrick. Gets down to the down. Lateral out to McCormick. He's got the speed and the 1st down. Troy McCormick on the swing pass.
Speed of Utah taking advantage of a little bit slower defense. Man, he just hits the afterburners, and McCormick is gone out of the backfield, changing the angle on the defense of the Spartans.
With how methodical San Jose State's offense has had to be tonight, they have to hold Utah to a field goal attempt. Armand Shine the carry, and Shine down to the 15-yard line. Maurice outs. They have capped off their scoring drives tonight much better, though, than the rest of the season. Again, it's Armand Shine inside the 10, and he lowers the shoulder down to the 5.
Well, I thought one of my adjustments was that Utah needed to get back to that inside run. The play before this, they did. But this is just a pin and pull scheme where they take advantage of the angles to try and get the back to the outside. Here they do it perfectly with another.
That's carry number 4. That's a spin move, and he's tackled. Ankle grab, Trayvon Bieria. Couldn't hold up, and so they're using all 3 running backs, including Shine.
Yeah, Bieria is the force player. He's the only guy that can make this tackle. He does, but he almost missed it, but really to get off this field.
That carry was enough, though, to pick up the 1st down. 1st and goal, it's Shine, and he doesn't get across. Bieria first to hit him. Wrapped up by Will's offensive line. You expect to be able to pound this in. Shine. And again, he's hit by San Jose State. Osai again, the first side.
That was Bieria called defensively, and another big 3rd down for the Spartans here that have bowed their back.
Williams to pass, the pressure, intercepted. Maurice McKnight coming up with the...
They even were trying to compare each leg. Now, when he tried to jog a little, do some high knees, he really couldn't do it, Jason.
Yeah, and we'll check in on that. But the first play from Troy Williams is a long completion to Tim Patrick to the 40. And so a 28-yard gain, 22. And we've got an injured San Jose State player as well.
Timeout on the field for injury. Immediate timeout.
Had a huge lead against Northern Illinois and held on for that win to get to 3-0. The screen to Corey Butler-Bird, the injured player before the break, was Trayvon Bieria. BYU on the ground. They have beaten San Jose State with big plays.
Yep, over the top, big plays, and they've been really picking on Dakari Monroe. One-on-one with Tim Patrick. They found a weakness there, and I'm surprised that San Jose State...
Career high 116 yards on 5 grabs. Williams has a wide open receiver. Raylan Singleton makes the grab at the 10. Might get a first down.
Well, this is just going to be a rollout to the right. They move the pocket. Troy Williams just going to be able to hit Singleton, who beats man coverage. He's going to be here and going to run almost a wheel route concept. The way to beat man coverage is to isolate or cross, and there's nobody to him up. That's a busted coverage on the back end for the big pickup.
Williams to Moss, cuts it back inside and into the end zone for a Utah touchdown.
Their players are starting to take over, and the big uglies up front and getting it done on a pin and pull scheme. Couple overruns later, and Utah up by 17 here in the third. Who had done a pretty good job in the first half of stopping the run, getting out of their fits here in the second half, and paying for it as a result.
Getting 6 with 10.5 to play in the second quarter. Their defense has dominated since, and so is that guy. Tim Patrick, who just made his 6th
huge turnover inside the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with something here on third down, clearly showing the blitz.
They come with 5. It's picked up, and it's complete. Kyle Fultz with the second effort to the 29-yard line, and that's enough for a first down.
Yeah, Jeremy Kelly, and why the coaches wanted to recruit him out of junior college. He's got a ton of talent, and he'll get better as he gets more comfortable with this offense. There's that inside running game.
And Armand Shine up to the 46, and it's a 17-yard pickup. San Jose State front 7.
When I was in high school, we used to call this superpower. Pulling guards, bring it back inside, but it's the cutback. That's when big plays happen in the running game. But man, you talk about a hole up inside. That's the middle gas that Utah on in the first half, and they're coming back to it here to start the fourth quarter.
This time it's McCormick around the edge, and he picks up 4.
And this is against a defense that is giving up on average over 250 yards per game on the ground. If you're a Utah fan, you should be a bit concerned.
And McCormick breaks another one. So it's not the every play, but it's the big plays, and he lost the football. So you want a big play? How about Jeremy Kelly?
Family is all hanging out in Salt Lake City, Utah, watching this game tonight, Jason.
Yeah, and Tina, Coach Whittingham said not only is the mom maybe the best athlete of the family, as Moss gets the carry and gets some space and takes it to the 21-yard line. 17-yard pickup. Athlete in Utah history.
Well, keep your eye on Barton right here. Excuse me, he's on the left side there. He got his block too. Both tackles, they're flip-flopping these things going for Utah.
It's Moss again on the carry. And he's tripped up at the 16-yard line.
They've dialed it up more. It's finally starting to click a little bit.
Out into the flat, it's McCormick. Lost his footing. And a flag flies.
It'd be hard to find things are correct next week as they head into Pac-12 play.
7 penalties, 69 yards tonight against Utah. Couple of turnovers. But they have started to pound away at the ground. And Armand Shine breaks a tackle and gets down to the 9-yard line.
San Jose State.
That's Ethan Aguayo.
Out on the field for an injured.
Just runs right through the arms of Frank Ginda, the leading tackler of this team.
60 points for Louisville in 3 straight games to open the year. Here, Utah's up 17 and has a first and goal at the 9. Utah and Armand Shine into the end zone.
About some of those great players. Look at the block of Jackson Barton right here. It's going to be a pull from the backside, but Barton does a good job of chipping the down lineman and getting the block right there, creating the running lane for Shine. You got your big left tackle, Garrett Bowles, pulling around on the pick, and then Shine dropping.
To say goodnight to Troy Williams and bring in their backup quarterback, Tyler Huntley, whose first pass of the night is knocked down by Eugene Taylor. But some miscommunication on the handoff, and he's brought down. So a batted ball and a fumble on the first 2 plays for Huntley.
Huntley is going backwards on their first 2 plays.
The bubble screen to his high school teammate, Damari Simpkins.
It was a 3 and out. Let's see what they can come up with here.
The handoff to Armand Shine. And this is something that'll be, Kyle.
Which isn't necessarily a bad situation. You always need some depth at that position. You've got a couple different options of running styles. And the running style of Armand Shine is to punch you in the mouth and be physical and push the pile. They got some stops too. Down there in the red zone deep, they were bowing their neck and playing tough. It may not look pretty, but trust me, this is an improvement. And Ron English is going to like a lot of what he's seen many parts of the game.
Now, he's not 100 on that play, but he did take it from his high school teammate. And with more on that story, down to Tina.
Yeah, Jason, Kyle Whitting.
It's about 2,100 miles from Hallandale High School to Salt Lake City. So it's nice to have a familiar face that makes that trip with you.
No doubt, they're a long way from.
It's a team that last season went to a bowl game at 5-7. And again, the numbers tonight don't look good, but they fought this Utah team.